Alright, so level 18, ready to get your second class change. But you have two choices here, light path, dark path. Which path do you take? Which one's good? Well, let's go with the light. Let's see what we got here. This is Angela, the Sorceress, her class 2. Let's take a look at her goodies. As you know, new class, new goodies. So let's see here. We have Magic Burst. Damage from magic is increased by 15% when MP is at 100%. This is quite good. This is even better if this is your new game plus run. But for now, this is pretty good. Keep in mind that this only affects magic spells and not your class strikes. Class strikes are something unique to themselves. They're their own type of damage. And that damage comes from attack and magic attack together. So Magic Burst doesn't work on class strikes, but it will work on magic attacks such as Holy Bolt and Cyclone and I forget the name of the Earth one, the Diamond Shards, I believe. So this generally this is going to be a one-time thing per battle for you. If you're using abilities that can increase MP, you know you may be able to refill your magic, your MP to 100%. But as soon as the fight starts, you're going to cast your spell, and it's going to go down. So let's take a look at her new class strike. This class strike is the Love Typhoon. This has a small AoE on it. It's I don't know. I mean, I think it's about even with the dark path. This one definitely has a much larger AoE, but it's not anything crazy, anything you're gonna write home about. It's good though. I mean, it is what it is. Let's check the costume, of course, the most important part when you are discussing a waifu. Less skin here, so this may turn most of you off. But there you are. If that's that's what you're concerned about. All right, let's take a look at the skills. So, first thing that you'll notice is on the light path here, you're actually going to get some more elemental coverage, and so these first three, 2 through 6, will correlate to your first class. This, of course, was the neutral class, the magician. This is the sorceress, light path. So you're going to get some more elemental coverage. This is good. At the very least, just try to get what you can. You will get upgraded versions of the previous spells. So these would be considered your tier 1 spells. And now you're going to get AoE on your tier 1 spells. The damage will stay the same. The MP cost will stay the same. You're just going to get a bigger AoE. So these will be equal to the magic coins if you were using them. So now your spells will actually be equal to, for example, an earth coin. These do multiple hits. The second tier spells, they'll do more damage, and they'll have an AoE on them. So they will be better they're generally going to be better than your first tier spells, but it's up to you what you want to use and when you use them. Again, you're going to want to go into stamina. 9 points here for the earthquake spell. Again, you're really not going to be using any of these. Maybe, possibly. I mean, I don't know. Probably not. So you have to go 15 to get all the fire spells for Angela in strength, only 9 in stamina. So it's things like this. It's gonna really make her. She's just a really nightmare of a character starting out. You know, you're always gonna want more points. Just to get all the spells, and it's really tough. You're really gonna have to, you know, be smart where you put your points into. I would suggest intelligence for 2 reasons. You're going to get 2 spells out of here, and you are going to get intellect boost. So you really want to go into intelligence. Again, the evil gates, these are tier 1 spells. They have a sizable AoE on them. You do not get a 2nd tier dark spell. You only get 2nd tier spells of the 4 basic elements and light, of course. The dark path will specialize in dark magic. The light path, I wouldn't really say specializes in light magic, but I suppose you could say that. So same deal, just go into intellect. All these can be good. Elemental combo. This is good if you're going to be picking the proper elemental resistance, and you're just going to keep throwing out the same spell. You're going to get noticeable damage returns on this. It's quite good. So you really just want to go into intellect every time you get a new class now, from now on. She gets a massive, just going from class 1 to class 2, she just gets a massive power boost. She's still at the mercy of not having enough training points to get all the good stuff, and you're still at the mercy of elemental weaknesses. But, probably, I don't know if you're really going to want to go into spirit. Of course, it's just the same thing with her. You're going to get more powerful versions of all the previous spells. Nothing really new. You're really only going to get a couple game changer type abilities here. Again, this would probably be good if it's your first time through the game and it's on your first run. You could use, you could really try to manage her MP usage. She has a lot of skills for that, but honestly, I would just go 9 here. Luck, same deal. Bless, it's 20%, could be good. I suppose if you run into MP issues, but probably around the time that you will get your class 2, you should have a pretty good pile of money saved up, and you can just start popping the fairy nuts. And so still, you're going to want to go minimum to get all of the spells. So the elemental coverage spread is going to look like this: 15, 9, 12, 9, 15, So this really kind of hurts her. And again, you're putting in all these points, and the next pack of enemies you run into, let's say you just went and you maxed out your 15 first on intellect, but lo and behold, all the enemies, they're resisting ice and dark, and you really need fire, but you don't got the points to get all the good stuff. So it's really a nightmare. It's really hard to suggest what to go into, but I would suggest going all into intelligence. That way you would have light, dark, and you're going to get some ice, and you would probably have earth left over from class 1, so you would have diamond shards. So you'd have diamond shards, ice, dark, holy, and then maybe thunderstorm, wind, that type of thing. Alright, so let's take a look at our moveset. New class, you're going to get some new moves here. You will now get a 4-hit combo: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, in the air, none of this changes. same deal throughout the game. Alright, so she also got a new combo, hit to her combo, normal combo string. She also got a new power attack. 1, 2, 3, and look at that. Forward movement, pretty good. I mean, again, Angela is not a warrior, and now that she actually is class 2 and she has training points to work with, she's just she's on caster duty. She's gonna just be throwing out spells, so you really don't need to worry too much about her melee anymore. So let's go down, and another thing worth noting is she does not really get anything that's going to increase her overall damage outside of elemental combo and just the passive intellects. She's not really going to get any passives, any type of, you know, some of the other characters, they'll get goodies here, you know, sturdy, for example, or you know, charger, stuff like that. Not for Angela. She just gets new, more powerful spells, and the game is really telling you that you need to be smart and use the spells against the proper enemies. Alright, let's take a look at this class strike here. How adorable. And there we are. So you can see the AoE, so it does hit more than one. Let's go ahead and reset, and let's try out, actually, let's just max out everything. Just because, okay. Let's give her, let's go elemental combo. You can do maybe bless, and maybe I mean, she has, where is limit break, so these would be your, these two here would be your damage increasing abilities, and you know, you have the choice of going, I mean, to hope for no MP if you run into MP issues, and you can do Enigma to increase the chance that you're not gonna get slapped around. So alright, so now let's take a look at some of these spells. Let's do the Holy Bolt, and as you know, the first tier spells just get updated with the plus mark next to it. So you're not getting another spell, so you can't just cast the old version with no AoE. It just gets upgraded with AoE. So the old version is nowhere to be seen. That's good. It's going to cut down on all the hundreds of spells that you have to scroll through. So what do we want to do here? Let's do Holy and the new Lucent Beam. So let's see what the damage is. Okay, 484 with weakness. Let's try a tier 2 spell. And boom, look at that. Just so we're at 2.5 damage here. Somewhere around there. Big damage. So as you can see, and this is the strength of Angela. She's not quite super crazy mode yet. You need to be doing things like this, picking the proper spells. Let's try let's do Diamond Shards. Same deal. We'll do Diamond Shards and Earthquake. So about 340. See, the damage is less, but if you do the proper elemental weakness, you're going to get more damage. So that's what you need to do. She's a lot more difficult than, let's say, you know, Duran, where you just slap him around. Same deal. Alright, so let's do some Earth. About 346. Let's do the big Earth. 729. So that's all she has for now. Just more spells. You're not going to have to rely on items as much. Again, you know, these icons are the more powerful versions. For example, the gnome icon. Let's go ahead and put that on the bar. Alright, so here's the tier 1 spell, 313. Here's the tier 2 spell, 729. And here's the coin. Takes quite a bit to cast. Again, the coins and the icons, as you can see. Let's just keep throwing these out. So the same damage. That's just much faster. So you probably don't need to use these at, anymore at this point. So you can just see, just throwing them out. It's up to you if you want. So keep that in mind. I think that's about it for the Light Path Angela. She starts to become a more, for the Light Path, definitely you're going to want to be, she gets a lot of, how do I put this? She starts to get more elemental coverage, definitely, but this is the more quality of life path in class for her. It doesn't have as much issues with MP management as the dark versions do, but the dark versions are going to be doing more damage. It's, it is what it is, but the second class is quite a big boost for her. Again, you need to be playing smart and using the proper spells to get the most out of her. She's not there yet. She's not quite there at the magical goddess, but we'll see. So I think I'll cut it here, and we'll see you guys again. Take care.